If you haven't subscribed already, ring that bell to get notified when new movies are posted.
Hey guys, Chris Young here from HomeKit Geek, the channel where we bring you new smart home content every week, looking at Apple HomeKit, Google Home, Amazon, Madam A, Echo, a Home Assistant, whatever we fancy. Today, we're not actually at home. We're not looking at a smart home. We're looking at a smart hotel. I am sitting here in beautiful Nashua, New Hampshire, and I just decided, hey, why not? Let's see what happens if I can bring my smart home with me. So Bluetooth devices get a bad rap. They're slow. They sometimes disconnect. All those kinds of things. But like with most things in life, if you find the right place to use them, they can really be a cool thing. And what I've done is brought all my Bluetooth devices with me and retrofit them into this hotel room in a HomeKit, separate HomeKit home that I set up. That's really just for hotels, right? So I'm going to show you guys how I did that, how I put it together. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on it because I'm in a hotel room and it's late at night, and I just really wanted to get this video out to you guys. So if you got more questions, please put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer those. Let's take a look. So looking at the smart home hotel in a kit, the first thing we're going to need is the Apple iPad. So some people have suggested taking an Apple TV along, but frankly, I've had problems with that in the past in that it doesn't get past the captive portal, whereas you can do that with your iPad. And of course, as most of us know, you can use your iPad as a HomeKit hub. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to need your action devices. So these are your lights. Sylvania Bluetooth lights are great for this, as well as the Eve Energy plug is also a great one to have in your kit. It's nice to have sensors. So you got your motion sensors, which you've got your Bluetooth sensors available from really from Fabaro, from Eve, as well as Onvis, as well as your multi-controllers, which in my case, I've got both the Eve button as well as the Fabaro button to be able to take actions, right? Part of the smart home is to be able to control everything all at once. And the great thing about this stuff is that because everything is Bluetooth, you don't have to worry about any of it getting on the Wi-Fi network. The last thing I've taken with me on this particular trip is the Invoxia Tribe, which I will do an upcoming review on. And this is a Bluetooth speaker. It's very small. It's not too heavy at all. Fits easily in your bag. If you're lucky enough to get this on Wi-Fi, you will also be able to use this for temperature sensor, humidity sensor, as well as multi-controller. So this might actually be able to take the place of your temperature sensors as well as your buttons, right? It's kind of cool, but captive portal isn't always our friends for Wi-Fi devices, right? So we really try to stick to the Bluetooth devices. Let's take a look. So the first thing we're going to do is just replace the light bulbs in the lamps, right? And this is not rocket science at all. You take the light bulb out, you replace the other light bulb. Now make sure that you don't just throw the light bulb out or break it or anything else. You will have to pay for that from the hotel standpoint. At that point, because this stuff is already all discovered, it takes me 30 seconds to change the light bulbs. I can now turn the hotel into my bright mode. I can go into my dim mode here. As you can see, I can do a little mood lighting if I so choose. Click the button. You can see there, they all kind of turn on, right? So I have all the comforts of home. No flipping light switches like a caveman, and at the end of the night, tap on the lights out scene, all the lights go out all at once. I don't have to get out of bed to go around and check things out. Makes life really easy. Now we don't want to log into our phones and our iPads just to turn out the lights. So having a button like the Eve button is nice, where you have single press, double press, long press, which is I only have 3 scenes. That's all I need. Single button right beside my bed as I go to sleep, and I'm good to go. So the Bluetooth motion sensors get a bad rap for being a little slow, a little laggy. But I'm telling you, in a hotel room, one of the things that actually annoys me is when the lights don't turn on when I walk in the room. Yes, I know, I'm spoiled. Being able to set this up, point it right at the door, the lights come on as soon as you walk back into your hotel room is beautiful. So the other thing I wanted to point out is the couple of automations that I have set up here. So I have a time of day based automation. Of course, at home, I have the whole bedroom set up with the LifeX, the sunrise coming in. I don't get that at the hotel. So instead, what I've done is I have set up a simple automation. And all it does is enact that hotel bright scene at 7 a.m. on weekdays. So I'm good to go. I'm going to wake up in the morning. The light's going to be nice and bright right at 7 a.m. when I have to wake up and get ready to go to work. The second automation I have set up is a motion detected automation, which is again really simple. I point the motion sensor, the Eve motion sensor at the door, and I turn the lights on between 8 and 9 p.m. to hotel bright. So I walk in the door after dinner or whatever, the lights come back on, nice and simple. One thing to point out here that you may want to consider is the Onvis motion sensor is also Bluetooth, and that'll work great here. And it also gets you the additional humidity and temperature sensor, which you might find interesting. So, because you guys know I care about air quality, I wanted to bring this one up. What about air quality? Why wouldn't I be using the Eve Room Gen 2, which is Bluetooth, of course, and does the air quality, VOC, CO2, all that kind of good stuff? The main reason for that is the calibration. So, the air quality sensors do have to go through a calibration, and quite frankly, I don't feel like going through that in a hotel room where often I can't even open the windows. So the last thing in my kit is the Tribe, at least on this trip, and it just makes it more pleasant to listen to music when you have a little better audio quality, right? So this particular device is going to sound way better than any of your speakers on your iPhones. It's surprisingly, considering the form factor, it's got good audio. And if you're lucky enough from a HomeKit standpoint to get this the Tribe on the Wi-Fi of the hotel, then you may also be able to leverage the humidity sensor, temperature sensor, as well as the buttons right on here. And you may be able to consolidate a little bit. I will be doing an upcoming review on this, so look for that in the future where we will answer more questions. And that really brings us to the end of the Smart Home Hotel in a Kit video, whatever you want to call this. Hopefully this will give you a different perspective on Bluetooth accessories. I know there are a lot of people, they're not the favorite devices, but there are some significant advantages to them, especially if you wanted to kind of retrofit smart home technology into a place that you don't own, that you don't have access to. The wireless network is unreliable, all of those kinds of things. There is good reasons to use the Bluetooth accessories, and there are a bunch of them available, which is great. You guys got any questions? Please let me know in the comments below. Like it, hate it, definitely let me know as well. That's all good. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different. And again, it's just something crazy that I try now and again. It is definitely not something I travel with all the time, but sometimes it's just kind of fun to try something just because you can. See you guys soon.